Hey guys, I want to talk to you real quick about a super awesome piece of software that I think every new photographer should learn to use right off the bat. Whether you're still just taking pictures on your phone or you've been taking pictures for a couple of years but you feel like they're just lacking something to take them to the next level, I think Adobe Lightroom is some software you should be using. I've been using it for about 10 years now, and I absolutely love it, and I want to share it with you, especially since they've come out with kind of a newer version that's much more user-friendly, much more friendly for beginners. So let's talk about it real quick. Just right up front, it is a subscription service, so let me show you how to find it. We'll talk about the price here. Just go to Google and search up Adobe CC Lightroom. Click right here on the first link. And let's just jump right into choose a plan. You can scroll through and read all this on your own. I highly recommend this first plan right here. It's only $9.99 a month, not that much. Comes with Lightroom, and you get access to Lightroom on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your desktop, your iPad, your Android, your Apple, any device you own. You can probably run Lightroom on it. It does give you access to your own website, which I'll show you here in a minute, and 1 terabyte of cloud storage, which is a ton of storage. So get signed up or try out a free trial, and let's talk about why Lightroom is so awesome. One of the main reasons why I love Lightroom and why I think all new photographers should be using it is that it gives us a really easy way to store our photos, organize our photos, and then find those photos. I think those are 3 big problems that all new photographers have. So you can see just in the last few days I've been using this brand new version of Lightroom. I've added 776 photos here, and I've got them all organized here into different albums, which makes things really simple. And I've even got photos that are in multiple albums. So for example, here's an album made of just my kids. Now these photos all exist in other albums, but I'd have them here as well. So it gives me just a really nice, easy, simple way to keep things organized by name and or location. We also talked about how it stores our photos. Remember, I talked about how this plan comes with 1 terabyte of storage. That means all of our photos are being backed up in the cloud up to 1 terabyte, which is, again, a ton of space. You'll have a hard time filling all that up. And then the last thing is it makes it really, really easy to find your photos. Well, you can see once you get Lightroom set up, I could come in here and I can search for photos that were taken with a certain camera. So including my cell phone, if they were taken with the Lightroom app, so I click on this, here are all photos that I've used the Lightroom app on my cell phone to take pictures with. Okay. You can also search by location. So here's all the locations of my photos that I've taken, like some of these even in the United States of America. But like, for example, I went to Florida last year for a photo conference, and here are all the photos that I took while I was there. And so let me get rid of that filter, and you can see there's all the locations I've been to just in the last year or so are all right here, making it really, really simple to find my photos. One other really cool thing is, look at this. I've trained Lightroom to recognize me and my wife and my kids. So anytime I want to just see pictures of my daughter Sophie, I just click on this, and Lightroom has scanned through all my photos, and it knows what Sophie looks like, and it pops up all photos that have Sophie in it, which is really, really, really cool. Another thing I love about Lightroom is the awesome editing tools. Let me just show you just a few photos, the before and after of what I was able to do just in Lightroom. I didn't use Photoshop for any of these. This was all done in Lightroom. So here's my before and here's my after. You can see a big, big difference. Really nice looking photo. Here's Sophie and Jen on Badger Mountain. Here's my before and here's my after. Here's one of my favorite photos I took this summer of a boat on the river at sunset. Here's the before. Here's the after. So all of this was done in Lightroom. Here's our bus driver at a bus tour we took over the summer. I don't know why I really, really like this photo, before and after there. And then last one, took this one at our family reunion this summer. Here's my before, here's my after. Again, all done in Lightroom. In fact, I did all of the editing for this photo right here on my cell phone using the Lightroom app, which is really, really pretty cool. And the last thing that's super easy to do if you're using Adobe Lightroom is to put all of your images onto a website and share them on the internet. You can see if I could take all 5 of these photos and just select them all and right click and say share to Adobe Portfolio. I've actually already done that about 5 minutes ago, and you can see if I come up and go to my website here, let's see if it shows up. So here they are. They're already online. I can click on this album. I've got a couple other albums on here. I can click on this, and then I've got the photos that were in there, and I can click and see them. It's a really nice way to get all your stuff online super easy. For those of you who are nerds like me and you want to really geek out about your website, Adobe has a ton of editors that you can do to change the look and feel of your website. And if you want it to just be nice and easy, they've got a bunch of different themes that you can use too. So if you want to just make it simple, it's there for you. Guys, Lightroom is awesome. It's one of those things that I wish I had started using about 20 years ago. It didn't exist 20 years ago, but if it had, I wish somebody would have pulled me aside or made a video like this and talked me into using it. It's a great way to organize, store, and find your photos. It's a great way to edit your photos. It's a great way to share your photos. I don't get anything for sharing this information with you. If you buy or don't buy or subscribe to Lightroom, there's nothing in it for me other than it's going to make me feel good that you're learning something from me. And the other really cool thing is that I'm going to be teaching this new version of Lightroom to my students for the first time this school year, which means I'm going to be making a bunch of videos on how to do all of these edits and how to do all the things that I've shown you here today in just this last few minutes. So if you like the idea of this and want to learn how to do all of this stuff that I'm doing, follow me on Facebook or subscribe to my YouTube or hit me up on MySpace. I don't know, whatever it is you guys do to follow people on the internet these days, do that because that's where all these videos are going to be posted. Not actually on MySpace, but on YouTube or Facebook. So follow along or subscribe there, and you'll be able to learn how to do all of this stuff that I've been doing here for the last 10, 20 years and making your photos look more awesome in Lightroom. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thanks, guys.